Hey everybody, how is everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I'm doing great. I just wanted to come and give you guys a video just to show you what I've been doing throughout the week. Here I'm headed to Chicago. My boyfriend has a game. He plays for the Aurora Suns. He's number 12, so we're just going to play against the Chicago Knights. So I also have in the video at the end where I'm talking about PCOS, my symptoms dealing with that, and my top secret as to how I got my menstrual cycles to come on regularly every month, or for me, more regularly within the normal range. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the video, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you soon. Okay, you guys, I have a little present to myself that hopefully can help me along this journey. So stay tuned because I'm going to go ahead and unbox it for you guys. So we have a grill here. It's a nice size. Cool. Another little tray. I think this is like maybe the air fryer tray. Woo-hoo-hoo. Look at it! Wow! Fancy! This is pretty dope. Alright, you guys, so look, it does all of these things. You can air fry, toast, bagel, let me see, turns the light back on. For pizza, bake, broil, rotisserie, slow cook, roast, dehydrate, reheat, and warm. So, wow. It's going to be interesting. And then this is for how much time you want to do it. If you're like doing a bagel, but say we're going to air fry, and then you can set the temperature for 400 and the time. And I just put the trays in, so this is just like your regular kind of cooking tray. And it has like a flat tray and a basket. So I just set them all in for now. And then it closes up. So yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy this. This is pretty neat. Okay guys, so I decided to go ahead and utilize the Emerald Lagasse Air Fryer 360 right away. I decided to just make some Italian sausages that I had left over in the fridge. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and yeah, enjoy. They turned out pretty good. Alright, let's give it a taste. See. Make sure it's done. Looks good. It's super hot, you guys, so bear with me. But that's what it looks like. Looks nice and done. So. Oh, you guys, it's good. Hey there everyone, how's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing well. So I wanted to come on. I know it's been a little while, you guys, since I've done a video, and it's been like a week, I think. But I have like the content, so you guys will see. I like have been recording like little bits and pieces of things. And then yeah, I've just been super busy. And even today, like, as you can see, I'm in my pajamas. Don't hate. Don't hate. Don't hate on the pajamas, you guys. But I just wanted to be relaxed and come and have a conversation with you guys, talk to you guys. And I wanted to come and talk to you guys mostly tonight. It's about 7 o'clock my time. I wanted to talk to you guys about PCOS and just my journey with it. How it's going, how it's been, and with me being on the keto, lifestyle of eating, what I'm hoping that my cycles or PCOS symptoms will be going forward. So, okay, so let's chat. So, okay, so, let's go back to when I was younger, right? And TMI, warning or whatever, like this video, I'm not leaving anything out. I'm going to be as real as I can, as candid as I can with you guys, so that you guys can understand just what PCO is and how it's affected me personally. So if you're not, interested in hearing anything about a woman in her period or things like that, then please go ahead and click off. So anyway, But if you're interested, keep watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. I'd really appreciate it. I hope that it reaches as many people as possible so that it can help someone else possibly going through the same thing that I have been and am going through. So when I was about 12 years old is when I got my first period, okay? It came on. I remember it just being heavy. I had the cramps, but I didn't think that it was like abnormally heavy. It just seemed like this is what it's gonna be like. I remember my mom being very comforting at that time, you know, telling me it's gonna be okay. I remember specifically her rocking me when I was in the bed because it was my first time feeling cramps. So I didn't, wasn't happy with it. It was a bit uncomfortable. So I remember getting my period, and then it's like a blur up until I was about 15. It was a blur. I don't remember ever tracking my cycles. I don't remember ever getting them at a specific time during the month, like it being so regular. I don't remember that for like 4 years or so, or 3 years, I would say. So I do remember when I was about 15 or 16 though. I remember my period didn't come on for like 6 months. So I do know that that was something that was strange to me. And I remember going to my mom about it and letting her know, and it unfortunately was not a good conversation. I was at the age of, being a teenager. Girls were having sex, and my mom was under the impression that that's what I was doing and I could possibly be pregnant. So it was bad. But long story short for that, it was just my PCOS. It wasn't anything to say, okay, well, she needs to go to the doctor or anything like that. So, around that time, I was, like a year later, I was living with my dad, and, I just went to the doctor. No, I had a conversation with, this girl, we became friends, and she was going to the doctor. Now, she was small, she was fit, she wasn't overweight or anything, but she had facial hair. And so she was just telling me that she was going to the doctor, and she told me I should ask my doctor if I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. And I'm like, what? Like, what is that? She told me, it's just like a lot of cysts on your ovaries, and it can cause you to be overweight. It can be hard to lose weight, and you could have, cyst on your ovaries, and sometimes it affects a woman getting pregnant. So I'm thinking to myself, like, like maybe I should go to the doctor and just bring it up and get tested for it. I'd rather know than not, because my periods are so irregular at this time. At this point, I wasn't having a period for like almost a year. So I went to the doctor, and I just asked my doctor, I said, can you test me to see if I have polycystic ovarian syndrome? And she said, well, what makes you think that? And I said, well, I told her the whole story. I have a friend who thought I should mention it, and when she was talking about it, it seemed to fit me, so I just want to test and see. So she ran some tests or whatever, and she confirmed that I had polycystic ovarian syndrome. At this point, I was 17 years old. So I was kind of scared, you guys. I was kind of nervous and scared at this time, because I didn't think I was going to be able to have kids at all. And I was overweight. I believe I was possibly around 310 when I was 17. So yeah, it was every time I would go to the doctor or even family or whatever, everyone was telling me, you need to lose weight and things like that. And no one just understood that it's difficult. Like, I don't have any resources. I don't have much knowledge about, like, why I have these cravings or why, if I diet, it doesn't seem like it's helping and it's frustrating. I didn't have anyone to vent to. It's just like no one understood. I was like an active kid, like in gym. Okay, when I would come home, like, I didn't have motivation. I didn't want to do anything. I barely wanted to go outside. I really didn't have much motivation. I didn't. I would play outside with friends and stuff like that, but I'd rather be in the house at home. But like in gym class, when we would do like certain things, when you have to do like certain relays, I think they're called, yeah, or like they would test your skills and things like that. I wasn't at the bottom of the totem pole until like high school when we had to run the mile. Okay, it was the last one. You guys, I was like not physically fit. But my point is that, when it comes to even that motivation, I was depressed when I was a kid. And growing up in the family that I grew up in, it was like no one noticed really. And if they did, they just thought it was just an act for attention. But it was really something serious. I wasn't happy. I got bullied in school, especially when I was when I was in middle school. So when I was about 12, 13, 14 years old, the bullying was horrible. It died down when I was in high school, and I made a lot of really good friends and supportive friends, and so I'm so thankful for that, because I was in like health related courses and everyone was kind and compassionate in there, but throughout high school I pretty much was about 310. Fortunately, I was able to maintain that, and it didn't go out, spiral down from there and turn into me gaining more weight as I got older, even though I did gain some in my adult years, but we'll get there. So anyway, so you guys, so she placed me on metformin at that time, and it just upset my stomach so much. So the metformin I could not tolerate. I was off it for like a couple years. My periods were like so wacky. When I turned 19, I was on birth control, and the birth control, it masked the PCOS and the irregular periods and such. But if I was to get off of that, my periods would be so wacky. Sometimes I would bleed for like 2 weeks at a time, 3 weeks at a time, and then wouldn't have a period for like 6 months to a year. I did end up having a miscarriage when I was 19. I didn't know what it was like until after the fact. But I had like all the symptoms and everything that you would have with a miscarriage. So it didn't register to me because during that time I was really like in denial of it and going through a lot personally that, it was a lot. So spare you guys. So then after that, my periods were still really wonky. I was under a lot of stress at the time in my personal life, which didn't help. And so I was able to have my doctor prescribe me the extended release version of the metformin. She also placed me on spironolactone because she said that would help with the facial hair. I'm sorry guys, my lips are still so chapped. Like, this weather and my lips are just not helping. What is helping though is that I'm trying to increase my water intake, and so that's kind of helping with the chappiness. So anyway, so if you see me biting my lip, just don't mind me. But so yeah, so she placed me on the extended release and metformin because the extended release of metformin and spironolactone for the facial hair, which I do have, you guys. I don't know if you can see it. I'm sure you can. It can get bad. Okay. It's one of the symptoms that is just horrible as a woman, to be able to grow a beard quicker and fuller than your spouse. Not a feminine quality, not anything to be excited or feel good about. It's definitely an insecurity that I believe a lot of women with PCOS deal with and have to push through every day to try to either cover it up or make yourself feel as feminine as possible. Some of the symptoms can be, again, being overweight or obese. You can be thinning or have bald spots. You can see here, like my hair is starting to kind of thin out a little bit, but I think that's a lot to do too with the styles that I use or put in my hair too. But thinning hair, hair in that in masculine areas that men would normally grow hair. Women grow hair, anxiety, depression, all of these can be symptoms of PCOS. Irregular cycles, anovulatory cycles, issues with with fertility, not being able to bear a child. So all of these things as women is very disheartening and very depressing. So one of the main things that help with these symptoms and controlling them, because there is no cure for PCOS, however, you can decrease your symptoms to almost non-existent, or to non-existent for some women. Women that are larger, who have lost a significant amount of weight, have reversed their symptoms of PCOS. So that's why doctors will encourage you, make sure that you are trying your best to lose weight. It's losing weight that's difficult. Hence why keto is so, I'm happy that times have changed and there's a solution for some women to be able to go on keto or to intermittent fast and actually see results and lose weight. And a lot of times those women who do lose the weight when you have PCOS do have the chance and do wind up getting pregnant. So that's a beautiful thing. Some women can lose about 30 pounds and be able to get pregnant and haven't been able to get pregnant in like 10 years. So weight loss is definitely important. You're also at higher risk for developing diabetes with PCOS because your body, doesn't process sugar the way that it normally would. You become insulin resistant, and with that, it can definitely be a risk for diabetes. So you really want to make sure that you're controlling your sugar, that the things that you eat aren't high in sugar, because you definitely don't want that. And placing you on the metformin kind of mask if you were to be diabetic. So you really have to be careful with that. So anyway, so the metformin, I was on Lexapro for my anxiety, spironolactone for water weight, and it's hair stem, I believe it's called, but facial hair. So come about 6 months ago, maybe 7 months ago, 6 to 8 months ago, you guys, I took myself off. I took myself off of metformin. I took myself off of Lexapro. I took myself off of spironolactone. Call me crazy. I did it. And the reason why, and this is my big, kicker here, okay? This is the secret thing that has worked for me, you guys. This is it. It's a big one. So, you guys, I started using herbal tea. I know what you guys are thinking. You know, no way. It doesn't really work. Something else has to give. You guys, when I was on the metformin, I was on 2,000 milligrams of metformin before I took myself off of it. Okay? I was on 2,000 milligrams of metformin. My periods were still irregular. I took myself completely off my periods and I started drinking the tea for like that first month, maybe the second month as well. I bled. My periods were really wonky. Well, like, you know, my hormones were trying to adjust, I feel. But I started drinking this tea, and I'm going to leave the name of the person who makes these teas and the teas that I drank and still drink to help my cycles. Now, let me tell you guys, when I say my periods were like coming on every 6 months, every year, staying on for like a whole month, you guys, my periods are now like every 30 days. And that's been for like the last 6 months regularly. Like my periods are coming on within the normal range of 27 to 34 days for a cycle. That has been unheard of for me. And that was before I started keto. So with me doing keto and losing the weight, it's only benefiting me even more. So yes, I give a lot of credit to the teas that I've been drinking because, for one, they are balancing my hormones, which is huge. They're balancing my hormones, and they're assisting a lot of things that go along with PCOS. Okay. The cravings, the mood swings, the anxiety, okay? And the thing is that the herbalist that I get my tea from has so many different teas to help with so many ailments and so many things that you guys could be going through, such as arthritis, high blood pressure, again, infertility. She's helping women get pregnant who have been infertile for years, okay? And they start on her teas with, you know, if you have like a mass, like maybe swollen lymph nodes or something like that, she has teas and or herbs for these things. So you guys, it's amazing. I'm not just saying this because I'm trying to promote anything. I'm saying this because it's what's worked for me and the only thing that has worked for me before I actually have lost weight. Currently, I'm down a total of 18 pounds. I cannot be more happy and more proud. But my periods were coming on every month before that. And I remember the time that they actually started, I could feel it working. I had such horrible pain on my right side. I thought I was going to have to go to the doctor. I'm for sure it was a cyst that burst. But I'm going to leave her name. Her name is Krystal Alkaline Doula. Okay. She also delivers babies naturally. And the teas that I drink of hers are Fibroid Fighter. So that's for PCOS if you have fibroids or cysts. Baby Boom Supreme. She has a Baby Boom Plus, and a Baby Boom Supreme. So I started off with the Baby Boom, and I started off with that one, and like I said, that was at the beginning, so I feel like my hormones were starting to try to level themselves out, and I had just took myself off the metformin, so I expected things to be crazy, okay? But then right after I finished that, I went right to the Baby Boom Supreme because I'm overweight and, you know, I've gone so long with PCOS And the symptoms that I have with the facial hair, I just felt like that's the one I just need to go for, okay? Because I also got pregnant in March of 20, I think it was March of 2020, and lost that baby. So obviously I'm able to get pregnant, just not able to carry. There's something going on. So again, I take the Baby Boom Supreme, the Fibroid Fighter. I also take one called Blood Purifier. So it purifies and detoxes the toxins in your body and helps your circulation and just helps you to feel much better. It cleans your blood basically, to be at optimal health, I feel like. And then she has one called Divine Iron. So if you're anemic, which I am, I take that, and I've noticed that that has given me more energy when I take it. I don't have such darkness around my eyes here. I do feel the effects of constipation. So, I mean, make sure that you're eating foods that are going to be high in fiber if you do take that one. And then, what else? She has one called Vanish Cravings, and I think Vanish Sugar Cravings or something like that. I take the one that's called Vanish Cravings. She has one called Eye Magic, and that's for like if you are diabetic, pressure control for high blood pressure. If you have anything going on with your liver, she has teas for that. So you guys definitely check out her website. I'm gonna link her website down below. It's not just for women, it's also men. If you have low motility, she has I think it's called Sperm Vitality, that she has, that your husband can take along with diet and exercise. You guys, look, if you guys try it and you succeed at either getting pregnant or just losing weight, because again, she has teas to help just control cravings. But if you guys try it and you have PCOS and your periods are so irregular and then they start becoming regular, I want to know. Let me know, because I want to know that I'm not like just going crazy over her teas, but I know it's the truth, okay? Like, you guys, I'm serious, for real. So I just wanted to come on, give you that information, let you guys know how I still battle with PCOS, with the slower weight loss. Keto is really helping me with that, you guys. It's really helping me to be able to see the changes in my body. And along with her teas, it's helping with my cycles and mood swings and things like that. So you guys, please check her out. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I thank you guys so much for subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I'll see you along the way. Bye.